I've got a couple of questions. Can you tell me what exactly happened last year down at the WAG?
Whoa. In a nutshell, we were confronted with ignorance, the ultimate form of racial bliss, or racist bliss, and on top of that, a lesson had to be taught in the middle of all of that confusion. We were confronted with a promoter who did not support rap music nor rap artists, but wanted to support the money that it brought in. So initially I refused to do the show there because of two reasons. One, he did not allow my performing, he didn't allow the rest of Boogie Down Productions to come in and perform with me.
Sorry, so that exactly said to you? He said to you, sorry, rest cannot come in, only you?
No, this is what it is. Let me quote then. This is the quote. You have to wait outside until, this is from a security guard at the door. Wait outside until my management gives me proper authorization to let you in, unquote. I then said, quote, we're performers. Do you expect us to stand out here with the audience? He said, quote, I don't care who you are. If it's not your day to come in here, you're not coming in. Now, that statement was an ignorant statement because it was our day to come in. He just was speaking out of the time. We had came there before, couldn't get in, do the sound check and so on. They just wanted us to hurry up, do the show, and get out. And I refused to perform into those situations. In addition, number two, it's very important that someone took the stand and not performed at the WAG, because not only will other rap artists not perform at the WAG, but if in fact one ever does, then they will have a different respect level of rap music, not a respect of the individual, but he won't be treated like the way we were treated when we got there. So that's basically why the performance didn't go down, what happened at the WAG.
I see. A bit more personal now. How did the death of Scott affect your music on your last, say, 2 albums?
I was able to do it my way.
I see. So initially, the first album, Scott had more say.
Not more, just equal.
Equal.
He had a 50% was involved. We would argue back and forth on why Criminal Minded should have scratches or shouldn't have scratches. Poetry should break down. No, it shouldn't break down. Yeah, no, yeah. I mean, ultimately, this is how it went on, and this is how we compromised to come up with the best possible answer. The difference or change in my music is that there is no compromise now. I have no one to compromise with. No one, I feel as though there is no producer that is on my level of production other than Scott, and being that he's not physically here, then there's no one to compromise with. So that's why I say it's just me now. I just do it myself, my way.
I see. What made you come up with the title, Why Is That?
Most appropriate title. I was asking the question to the rap audience and to the audience that is teaching, teaching the audience of teachers. I was asking the audience of teachers and the rap audience, why is it that we are learning one way of African history when in fact it's identically the opposite, and is the truth is in fact another way? Another question, why is it that the Bible isn't in African history when it was written in Africa? Why is it that the Bible stops at Revelations if it was continued from the beginning of man? Why does it stop at Revelations? Should it continue on? Why is it that it's the King James Version? What kind of version is that? Why is, I mean, this is why the record was called Why Is That? Because it was a question asking, I don't like to demand. I could have said, and this is the way it is. I could have said that just as easy, but I didn't want to say that because that's not my mode of music. I don't demand facts. I just state a fact and ask you, why is this lie being taught?
So did that, why is that just suddenly occur to you overnight, or did you read enough, of course, research and...
Well, it was 50-50. Of course, it was research throughout my life. It was something that I always knew. But I did specific research in Holland. Not to say Holland was like the capital of research, but I did specific research while I was in Holland doing a show there last year.
Yeah.
I was reading a book called From Babylon to Timbuktu, and which spurred my insight on what I already knew. So what happened was I peeked into the Bible.
Yeah.
In addition to the Babylon to Timbuktu, in addition to which is, by the way, written by Charles Windsor, is it? And Dr. Ben Yoshifa wrote the book From Western Africa, the Mother of Western Civilization, which also spurred my intellect to know a little more. It was, yes, 50% research for the record and 50% what I already knew.
I see. Another title, Who Protects Us From You? Did you, has there been a large amount of police beatings, or are you talking from your own experience?
Both, again. My own experience. When I was on the streets, I was basically constantly getting hit in the head with sticks by these ruthless police officers, which I call clones, because they have no feeling. They just come out of the sky somewhere or up on the dirt, and just, they have no feeling, no regards for the next man as being human. And that's my personal aspect of it. The other aspect of it was basically just, again, social research. Who protects us from you? We have laws and lawyers and so on that are supposed to protect the American from the American. And in the Constitution or the law books, it says that there's such things called human rights, which protect us from police officers. But when these laws were created, black people weren't human, so we had no rights. So human rights don't apply to black people. So the record was written, who protects us from you? You were put here to protect us, meaning these laws, the law system, but who protects us from you? The answer to that question ultimately is the Creator, but that's expressed in Ja Rules, and which is another record. That's basically why that record was written. Another question, who, instead of, you know, a more demanding statement, you know.
I see. Do you see yourself as a political leader when you write your music?
No. I see myself... I see myself in a couple of lights. One, I'm a producer. Two, a poet. Switch that around. One, a metaphysician. Two, a poet. Then a producer. Then a lyricist. Then it stops. Then there's another level that overlaps that, which is husband first, black man second, very important, historian third, but at the very minute meaning of historian, because I'm just skimming the surface. You historians out there know what time it is. Anyway, when I set out to write songs, I just think of myself as the average youth on the corner looking to find out who he is or who she is. And I just write. And I don't like to write too much about fantasy unless the fantasy has a moral to the story. I don't like to write too much about facts unless the facts have a moral to the story. So it's basically written in a ghetto music sense, ghetto consciousness sense.
I see. Stop the violence movement. Is it working?
In what sense?
Are the kids listening to you?
Yep.
What methods or results have you seen or known of it working?
It's a fad. The fad is intelligence. More and more we see kids coming not intelligent, but acting intelligent. More and more you see the non-violent, the unnecessary violent aspect of youth coming out in rap music today. Just 2 years ago, the rap audience wouldn't wear a kufi. 89, everybody seems to have them on. Just 2 years ago, 3 years ago, it was quicker to throw the gold chain on than the Africa medallion. 89, the Africa medallion is on. It's a fad, not a fad that's here today and gone tomorrow, but a fad that arises and finds its place. Then another fad arises and finds its place, and this is the advancement of music.
Would you say that as the same for people saying, I'm Islam, I'm now Islam, 5%, all this? Is that the same kind of thing?
Yes.
I quote you in a statement. You made a statement saying, brothers saying, yeah, I'm Islam, but going down to the restaurant and ordering a hamburger.
Religion in any aspect should be taken to the extent of who the human being is. Religion is like a glass of juice. I have to swallow one gulp at a time. I can't just, and it's gone, everything gone. So you have to take into consideration the ones who say, yeah, I'm for Islam, I'm this, I'm that. That's one gulp. So that one gulp, yeah, I'm with it. The second gulp might be, oh, I practice it. The third gulp might be, I am Islam. The third, fourth gulp, fifth, sixth gulp might be the putting down of meat and taking on a Muslim or Islamic life. It's that sort of vibe. It's the kids who take on Islam now is taking the first gulp. You don't necessarily finish the glass. The people who finish the glass ultimately have digested all of the juice. Ones who just take one gulp taste, and they haven't digested the whole glass, so they could not know the whole feeling of digesting a full glass of juice. Same thing with Islam. If you take one gulp of it, you cannot possibly know the entire aspect of the religion. So this is where the contradiction would come in. The big Burger King hamburger. Islam is great, I'm all for it. I'm down. That's where that would come in from, you know.
I see. So would you say you are a religious man yourself? Do you go
Specify religion.
Religion. Say a religion, say Christian, Catholic.
In that sense, no. I'm not a religious man.
You don't class yourself, you don't put yourself into a group then?
No. Nope. I've been given a sight by the Creator, I hope. It ain't from the devil. But I've been given a sight by the Creator to look at the oneness of things and not the individualism of things. Religion is the culture of its people for its time. They all specify the same thing. Love the Creator. We are one with the Creator. Love your brother. He is one with you. That is the basis of all religion, every religion. Now, the way they go about getting to that point is something else. But that's the basis of all religion. Love, force, and intelligence.
So, even at a very young age, didn't you ask your parents, Mummy, what religion are we? Or what religion am I?
It never occurred. Religion was never we used to go to like Rastafarian churches, Christian churches, Jehovah's Witness churches, Buddhist churches, Krishnas, vegetarian meals. I mean, my mother, like, she just had us on a mission. It was like from one aspect of life, we were like all over the place. So I never sat down and said, "Ma, where do I fit in?" I just sat down and started eating. That was it. Basically, it was either a vegetarian meal with the Hare Krishnas. It was either a fast with the Buddhists. It was the breaking of the bread with the Christians. It was the leavened bread or unleavened bread. I forgot which one it is with the Jews. I mean, we just we went to every religion. I mean, the Rastas had theirs, you know, and the signing of the parchment paper and all that. You know, I mean, it never occurred to me, what religion am I? I just saw myself as one with all of them, basically.
Which way do you think hip hop is heading into the 90s? Which direction? Do you think it's going mainstream, JJ Fad style, or hardcore NWA style? Or
into the 90s, it's going BDP style. And I say this as unegotistical as I possibly can. As unegotistical as I possibly can make this statement, I'm going to make it. I am rap music. Where I go, that's where rap goes.